So hello friends, in this video we are going to talk about the bus architecture of our 8-bit computer. Basically, what is bus? Bus is the medium from how the data is circulated on each and every component of our processor. So basically there are three types of bus: address bus, control bus and data bus. In this computer which we are designing, the address bus and data bus will be combined, and only the control bus will be different. And we will not talk about the control bus at this moment. Only we will be talking about the address bus and the data bus in this video. When we will be designing control unit, we will be talking about the control bus. So let's get started. In this video we are talking about the bus. So now basically, first of all, let's look for various components, how they will be connected to each other, and then we'll be connecting each and every component to bus according to our requirements. So now here are the components. Here are a bus, register A, register B, instruction register, arithmetic logic unit, program counter, memory address register, RAM. Here is our control unit, and here I have drawn a box which will be our bus, and here is our control clock. Here is our output register. Now let's connect this component with each other. So as I told that in previous video, if you have not seen my previous video, I'll be giving a link in the description. You get it, watched, and then you could understand each and everything which I am explaining here. So basically what I have told, that I will be connecting register A and register B outputs directly to the ALU. I will be not connecting their output to the bus. I will be connecting their output to the bus. So here's how we are going to connect. So consider these lines, they are connected. So don't consider about the number. I'm just drawing that it is connecting from data from register A is going into the bus, and data from register B is going into the bus. Okay, now what about the ALU? So whenever the ALU will carry out its function, it will be outputting the calculated value onto the bus. So here it will be connecting to the bus. Okay, so this way our register A, register B and ALU will be communicating with each other. Now what about the program counter? How this program counter will be connected? This program counter will be directly connected to the bus. So this is the connection from ALU connected to the bus. This is our bus, 8-bit bus, 8-bit. Okay, so these are connection from ALU. Now program counter is of 4-bit and it will be connecting to the bus. Then our memory address register, it will also be connected to bus. It is also a 4-bit, as it is a 4-bit, as I have discussed in the previous videos, that our memory address register, if you have not watched the video, here is the link up, you can check it out. So here is our memory address register. It is also 4-bit, and here is our RAM. So RAM will also be, there will be two connection coming out from RAM. One is the 8-bit, the data which the RAM will be outputting its value onto the bus, and the address lines which will be coming out from the memory address register, and the address lines which will be coming out from the memory address register will be directly connected to the RAM. So these are address A0, A1, A2, A3, and it will be outputting the 8-bit value, onto the bus. So it is a 8-bit value. I'll be writing here, it's a RAM. These are the lower 4 bits. This is 8-bit. And along with that, now how the value will be coming into the register A and register B or instruction register, this will be coming through the bus. So this will be coming through bus 8-bit value. Okay, so as discussed in previous video, if you have not watched the previous videos of the registers, register A, register B and instruction register, you can click up the link here and you can watch that video. So I have discussed each and everything which we need for register A, register B and instruction register, and the control flow, how they will be taking out in the data, how the control signal will be passed to them, and how they will be outputting the data. So this is how our bus will be connected to each other. Now the remaining thing is the clock module. Clock module will be our clock which will be providing here, and this will be our output. Here output register will also be connected. So basically after connecting the output register, there are some problems which we will be facing when we will be designing this. So the first problem is that though we made the pins high, there will be some problem of pull down. Though after making these, the output of this output which is there on the bus low, anyhow there will be some sort of high voltage which will be lighting up the keeping the pins high, and they will not go to its low level. It will indicate that these pins are high, but they are actually not the it will create some disturbance in our signal. So for that, what we need a pull down resistors. So what they will do, when the pin is when the output which is there on the bus are made low, it will drain out the current which is there in these signals, and it will make the output as low, and it will tell that these signals are grounded, means they are low level signal. So these will be the problem which we will be facing. It will be problem of pull down. These pins can make the signal high, but after leaving these pins low, these pins don't go so low that other components take input as low. They maintain some sort of signal which are treated as high signal by other components. So we need to pull down this current from these signal pins. So this way our bus will be connected to each other. So thanks for watching, and if you had not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and to watch more of this video coming. So until then, stay creative with me, TechnoFetch.